Good evening and thank you for joining me. Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Rachel Eiler. Wisconsin is continuing to stay below that 6,000 mark of new positive coronavirus cases. Today, DHS reported 5,095 cases. That brings the state total to 374,537 cases. The percent now just barely under 20%. It's right now at 19.9. That's a standstill until we'll check in this data tomorrow. Here in the north central part of the state, though, we can take a look here. We are also declining in the amount of COVID patients in our hospitals. 188 currently hospitalized. That's down 11.3% from Tuesday. Hospitals, however, are still almost at capacity with 88% in use. And as COVID-19 soars across the world, schools are attempting to find ways through the crisis. In Britain and in the United States, schools are testing staff and students weekly for the coronavirus using pooled saliva testing. NBC's Willem Marks reports.
Here in the UK and in some parts of the US, schools are now turning to a new kind of testing strategy that relies on saliva samples rather than throat and nose swabs. It's less invasive, it's more comfortable for young children in particular to participate, and some schools have now started doing this on a weekly basis. What's so promising though about this technology is when you pool these samples, you can test up to 200, 240 in some cases samples at once. If there's one child in that large group that does have the virus, they can be pulled out and then identified specifically. It allows far larger numbers of people to be tested in a much shorter period of time, and of course that means this is much cheaper as an option. I spoke to one of the people driving this technology in Brooklyn. She's founded a company, Miramis Labs, that's developed these tests. It's offering it to dozens of schools up and down the East Coast right now.
For nasal swabs, you needed a trained person to actually take that sample. It's quite an invasive procedure. The nasal swabs at that moment in time as well were, in supply shortage. And lastly, the trained person has to be fully dressed in PPE, which also was in short supply, and put themselves at risk. So these were the things we really tried to get around.
Here in the UK, these tests are being trialled in just a small number of schools at no cost for parents. And of course, one of the things that head teachers, principals, teachers generally telling me is so important about this is maintaining confidence amongst faculty, parents and students to try and keep schools really safe and allow some schools that are currently closed potentially to reopen. Willem Marks, NBC News, London.
Delta Airlines canceled 300 Thanksgiving Day flights. The company says Thanksgiving is the slowest travel day with the lightest loads. Delta made the changes on Wednesday, and most passengers were put on flights within hours of their original itinerary. Meanwhile, the TSA says more than 1 million people around the U.S. passed through airport security on Wednesday. That's a record number since the pandemic began back in March. However, that's just 40% of last year's traveler tally, which set an all-time record for days surrounding the holiday. All right, happy Thanksgiving, Jeff. A little bit of cooler temperatures out there today.
Yeah, hey Rachel, happy Thanksgiving. High temperatures did about what they're supposed to do today, back in the low 30s or so. Tomorrow a bit warmer, followed by there are 40s, low 40s back in the forecast for us on Saturday. But today 34 in Rhinelander, 34 also for Antigo, 41 though for Shawano. And again, those 40s are not too far away. Looking outside right now, we're hanging out near 30s. Whatever melted today is now frozen outside again, with low temperatures tonight down between 25 and 30 for lows this evening into tomorrow morning. Satellite picture shows the clouds finally starting to break up a little bit, break around Green Bay, and then off to the west of us right now. We will get some partly cloudy skies in here tomorrow, meaning a little bit of sunshine through the afternoon. This is no big deal at all. That'll fall apart tomorrow afternoon. We'll look for a wind shift though tomorrow evening, ushering in a bit cooler temperatures overnight. Your forecast then for tonight though is partly cloudy skies to mostly clear skies for a couple hours, with low temperatures down near 25. Your full forecast is coming up. Rachel.
Thank you, Jeff. Well, football often gets associated with Thanksgiving, but the town of MINOCQUA is starting an annual tradition. Runners came out Thursday morning for the 3rd annual Turkey Trot. A record 199 people signed up for the race, which also helps raise some money for the food pantry and a mission trip to Guatemala. Several participants ran in costumes or with their pets, and it allowed for more people to have a fun morning in a year of struggles.
We feel that we can put on a safe event, and that's why we went forward. 2 weeks ago, there were only 37 people signed up, and I thought, well, this is going to be a very small race, but people want to get out.
Others saw the race as an opportunity to try something new, especially again with all of the changes this past year.
I was actually in town and able to do it. So normally we aren't here, we're with family elsewhere. From here on out, if I'm in town, I'm doing them.
And speaking of exercises, in its first guidance in a decade, the World Health Organization said all adults should do a minimum of 150 minutes of vigorous physical activity per week, even more vital for well-being and mental health in the COVID-19 era. It recommended that children and adolescents have an average of 1 hour of daily physical exercise and limit time in front of electronic screens. And people of all ages must compensate for growing sedentary behavior with physical activity to ward off disease and add years to their lives. According to the WHO, 1 in 4 adults and staggering 4 out of 5 adolescents do not get enough physical activity, which can include walking, cycling, gardening, cleaning. The head of the WHO's physical activity unit said research into the ill effects of sedentary behavior has grown in the past decade, and it's leading to the new advice. Well, it was a holiday filled with contrast, signs of normalcy, the Macy's parade families gatherings, but also dramatic new warnings about the scale of the worst pandemic in 100 years and just how awful things could get in the coming weeks. NBC's Tom Costello reports.
4, 3, 2, 1, let's have a parade! Made all the more poignant by a raging pandemic, today's Macy's parade reflected the country's appreciation for countless frontline heroes, many of whom remain on the job today, warning that this Thanksgiving could create multiple super spreader events that will soon flood ERs and ICUs.
We're asking for sacrifice. We're asking you to stay at home.
The COVID statistics are jaw-dropping this Thanksgiving. 2,000 more deaths, the most since July. The national death toll, a stunning 263,000. Despite the pandemic, Flight Radar 24 has captured the busiest air travel days since March. Roughly 1 million passengers a day since last Friday, even as health experts plead with Americans not to travel.
I'm a little worried, but I'm going home and to quarantine myself for 14 days. So my Thanksgiving dinner has been canceled.
But some travelers say they simply can't stay locked up inside their homes anymore.
COVID is out there. You just have to be cautious on how you deal with it.
Even more Americans choosing to drive this week.
If you've traveled recently or you're going to convene with somebody that you don't live with, mask in their presence to the extent possible. Try not to gather around one dinner table.
In Denver, Mayor Michael Hancock has ignited a furious backlash amid allegations of hypocrisy. For weeks, he's encouraged people not to travel.
I'm asking, I'm urging, I'm pleading with everyone. Please stay home.
Even tweeting that message on Wednesday, just before he boarded a flight to Mississippi for Thanksgiving with his wife and daughter.
He told us we should not be seeing our family and should not be traveling for Thanksgiving, and then he goes behind our backs.
The mayor now apologizing, saying, "I humbly ask you to forgive decisions that are born of my heart and not my head." Meanwhile, the Supreme Court has opened the door to more mass gatherings after ruling New York's temporary ban on religious services is unconstitutional.
Thanksgiving now pretty much over, and we have left to deal with all of those leftovers. However, how not to deal with them is by giving them to your pets. Coming up on Newswatch 12, we'll hear from some pet experts on the dangers of feeding your pets your Thanksgiving meal.
Beat the clock to the biggest Black Friday sale ever at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 70% off doorbusters and special deals on our hottest looks store-wide. Plus, take up to a bonus 20% off our sale prices Friday only. Doors open at 7 a.m. at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
By now, I'm sure you're aware of the rapidly increasing healthcare costs. At Merrill Steel, we're doing something about it. And that's why we build on-site clinics at both of our locations. And when care is needed right away, same-day appointments are available. Astia Health can treat a wide variety of ailments, from common everyday illnesses to serious injuries.
It's here, Black Friday every day at Menards. Doors open Friday at 6 a.m. These amazing deals last through December 6th. Relax in style with this heat and massage rocker recliner, only $249.99. Stay warm this winter with this 54-inch electric fireplace. It can fit up to a 65-inch TV. On sale for $179.99. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in-store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell risk if they're taken by someone they weren't prescribed for, or harm if accidentally taken by a child or a pet. Safely dispose of opioids before they can hurt your family. Find a drug take-back option such as medicine drop-off boxes. If there isn't one available, check the FDA's flush list. If your medicine isn't on the flush list, you can dispose of it in the trash. Get information to keep your family safe.
Beat the clock to the biggest Black Friday sale ever at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 70% off doorbusters and special deals on our hottest looks store-wide. Plus, take up to a bonus 20% off our sale prices Friday only. Doors open at 7 a.m. at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
I know you're stuffed, but stay awake for 20 more minutes. You're going to like this weather forecast going forward. By the way, happy Thanksgiving. Beautiful day today, you know, this time of year. High temperatures, low 30s. Lots of cloud cover, though, today. Tomorrow, we'll get a bit more sunshine in here. But look at all the clouds today. Kind of a bit of drizzle in there at times as well. The drizzle is pretty much pulling out of here as we speak, but tomorrow, we'll get some more sunshine. But here are the highs. 34 was what we did in Rhinelander. That's about what we're supposed to do this time of year. 34 also for Antigo, 33 for Tomahawk, 36 Marshfield. So we'll do this again tomorrow, followed by a surge of warmer air on Saturday that will lift temperatures back up into the low 40s for one day only, basically, before cooling off again on Sunday. Outside right now, so these temperatures are back below freezing for most of us currently. So whatever is wet's going to freeze. There'll be a few slippery spots again tomorrow morning if you're out traveling early, which a lot of you do on Black Friday. Be careful of that. But lows right now, we'll have lows near 25 or 30 tonight into tomorrow morning. All right, the average high is 32. Many of us did that today. The record high is 61, and there's the record low back in 1977 of 7 below. Look at the sunset at 4:18 in the afternoon. Okay, so going forward, there's that 34 tomorrow, so just like today, but a little more sunshine tomorrow. 42, the forecast high on Saturday, and then a front's going to come through on Sunday, cool us off a bit near 35, and it still looks like we're going to hang out in the 20s for Monday. Probably not so much now Tuesday and a Wednesday, but we'll keep temperatures below freezing Monday through Thursday of next week. That'll likely make some ice on the area lakes with not a lot of wind across the area, and also some low temperatures back in the single digits. But look what happens here. So this is the week of December 3rd through the 9th, right? So we're going to flip it. So people in Florida can get really confused because down that way, we're going to have really cool temperatures or below average temperatures. Meanwhile, back off to the west, we're going to have above average temperatures. And keep in mind, the average high is 33, 34 across parts of the area. We could keep temperatures in the 40s through the first week of December. Looking outside now, though, we had clouds all day long and some drizzle. Still, though, you can see it. Get your bifocals on, right? There are low clouds there across the area. But there are beginning to be some holes in those clouds now, and especially back off to the west of us. We will get a little bit of sunshine in here tomorrow. Not a lot of sunshine, but a little amount of sunshine. Before we get this little system in here that could drop a little bit of snow across the UP tomorrow evening. Basically, though, it's going to shift our winds out of the northwest and bring in some cooler temperatures for tomorrow night. All right, so here goes System 1 out of here. System 2, this is the one that could bring us a little bit of light snow on Sunday. That's going to turn into a bigger system across the south, really, Monday to Tuesday of next week. But for us, though, just a wind shift, maybe a little bit of light snow late Sunday. It will not be a big deal then. Speaking of snowfall, here we go. 12.4 inches so far this snow season. Last year, right now, I stood here at 10 o'clock and said, you know what? We're getting a foot of snow tomorrow. Last year, we got 11 inches. So yeah, that's not going to happen this year, though. As the jet stream is kind of leveled off here on us, we're going to keep all the storm systems to our south and to our north. Everything is kind of going around us right now. Your forecast tonight, though, is cloudy skies, low temperatures down near 28 and a southwest breeze around 5. For tomorrow, all right, it's Friday, partly cloudy skies, highs near 34 with a west breeze around 5. And then looking ahead ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. A quiet weather pattern, right? 42, some sunshine Saturday, followed by a wind shift and cooler temperatures in the early parts of next week. Rachel?
Thank you, Jeff. Well, taking a look at my home state of New York, coronavirus precautions have made the 2020 Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade different from any other year in history, but the virus didn't keep the balloons from flying high. Instead of the normal crowds holding the tethers for the massive blue, smaller crews in specialized vehicles helped out. The annual production was reimagined as a television-only event with no audience, although there was no 2.5-mile parade route in Manhattan to avoid gathering the large crowds. The show still featured all of our favorite traditional balloons, floats, and of course, marching bands. Of course, the big finale, the arrival of Santa and the holiday season, so you can start saying Merry Christmas finally. And now the Christmas season is here. It's finally time to start unpacking all those Christmas decorations. However, according to a recent survey, there is now concern about indoor air quality increasing for nearly half of Americans since the beginning of 2020. Filtrate recommends that you wear a mask and gloves while you dust off all of your decor. Consider opting for a real tree this year. The plastics used in artificial ones can break down over time and may release those toxic chemicals such as lead into the air. So be sure to ventilate any rooms where you have those decorations in and replace your HVAC filter regularly to help capture fall and winter allergens. The holidays, of course, though, can be a stressful time right now, but the pandemic is adding to that stress for many due to job loss, spending it in isolation, or even mourning the death of our loved ones. However, experts with the Mayo Clinic say there are things that you can do to cope with it. First, acknowledge your feelings and realize that it is normal to feel sadness if you can't be with your loved ones this season or you're experiencing a loss. If you are feeling isolated, make sure to reach out to family or friends with a text or even video chat nowadays. You should also be realistic and realize that holidays do not have to be perfect, so don't stress yourself out about it. Be open to creating new traditions. Finally, don't abandon your healthy habits. Seek professional help if you need it. And if you're like me, we love to spoil our dogs, whether that's with new toys, longer walks, or even treating them with a treat from your own dinner plate. But it's actually not always a good thing. Newswatch 12's Georgina Fernandez caught up with a veterinarian to take a closer look at the do's and don'ts of having pets join us at the Thanksgiving table.
It's something most of us are probably guilty of.
We like to share our Thanksgiving dinner with our pets.
Giving our furry friends a human treat.
It's usually the gravy, the dressing, and the mashed potatoes. All of those things contain a high amount of fat and sodium,
which can lead to having an upset stomach, diarrhea, and pancreatitis, which veterinarian assistant Heidi Skadra says is one of the biggest things they see.
We see it a lot with dogs the day after Thanksgiving because a lot of us like to put the gravy over the top of their kibble, and that is why we see them, because it contains such high fat and sodium.
Taking precaution during and after food prep is important.
As soon as Thanksgiving dinner is done, you need to put that trash outside, because it's going to be something that's going to be very motivating for them to get to, because they're going to be smelling those smells.
Where they can find toxic food prep leftovers.
Onions and garlic, which are extremely toxic to dogs.
But there are also some safe options. And health experts say if you want to give your furry friend like Theo here a treat after behaving all night, you can give them a little bit of pumpkin pie filling on their, you like it, huh? Your doggy kibble. But while these foods are healthier, knowing your pet is key.
You know that your animal gets upset stomachs and, even like the change in the food, you probably want to stay away.
If your pet gets into any hazardous foods, animal experts say you should contact your local veterinarian immediately. In the Northwoods, Georgina Fernandez, Newswatch 12.
President Trump facing reporters for the first time today since the election, saying he can't say if he's going to concede or not. When we return, those details on two very different Thanksgiving messages from the sitting president and his replacement. I'll break all that down after the break. Stick with us.
Hi, I'm Tammy from Arpin, and I came to see Dr. Scher with severe lower back pain and nerve pain, and I was also unable to walk or stand without any help. Many of my appointments I needed to use a walker, and I was having a hard time even getting to his appointments riding in a vehicle. He was able to get me moving again, doing the things I love to do. I was able to get rid of my walker. I was able to ride in a vehicle longer than an hour. I am forever grateful to him and his wonderful staff.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Dear Wallet, Toyota Black Friday is revving up. Packing the tech, packing the style, packing the safety, and packing the deals. The best part about Toyota Black Friday, you can get it all to go in one sleek package. Yours, Toyota. Get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus $500 APR bonus cash on a new 2021 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Everybody loves popcorn and puffs, so Newswatch 12 and MINOCQUA Popcorn and Puffs want to help you celebrate by sending tasty birthday treats.
If you want your chance to win a gourmet bucket of popcorn for your loved one, make sure to submit your entry to our birthday club at www.com.
One lucky viewer will win a free half-gallon bucket of MINOCQUA popcorn.
Coming up on your Friday, we'll meet our furry friend of the week from the Langlade County Humane Society.
Plus, Friday temperatures are going to be very comfortable, though we'll see more sunshine coming on up, especially into the weekend.
Welcome back to Newswatch 12 at 10. President Donald Trump said Thursday that it's going to be difficult for him to concede the 2020 presidential election to Joe Biden, even when the Electoral College is expected to soon formally certify Biden's victory, repeating his baseless claims of voter fraud. The president's comments came at the White House after he addressed members of the military for Thanksgiving. After firing back at one reporter, he told another that he will leave the White House if Biden is inaugurated. Trump said that he plans to visit Georgia, likely on Saturday, and suggested that he plans to hold what would likely be some sort of campaign-style rally. Trump also said that he doesn't want to say yet whether he plans to attend Biden's inauguration on January 20th. Well, the Russian woman convicted in the U.S. of being a Russian agent has released a book about her experiences during her 10-month imprisonment in the U.S. Maria Butina, who returned to Russia later last year, presented her book and signed some copies in Moscow today, speaking to a small crowd. Butina described being subjected to torture and humiliation during her time behind bars. She added that she was kept in total isolation and was not allowed to communicate with her family. Her new book, Prison Diaries, is based on her writings while in prison. She added that she wrote her diary entries on any piece of paper that she could get her hands on, including toilet paper. Butina, a gun rights activist, sought to infiltrate conservative U.S. political groups and promote Russia's agenda around the time that Donald Trump rose to power. The former American University graduate student had pleaded guilty to conspiring to act as unregistered agent for Russia. She admitted that she and a former Russian lawmaker worked to gain leverage contacts in the National Rifle Association to pursue back channels to American conservatives. Butina violated U.S. law because she did not report her efforts to the Justice Department, which is required by lobbyists and others in the U.S. who do the bidding of foreign governments. She was sentenced to 18 months in prison, but received credit for time already she served. Well, what's the thing you do right after Thanksgiving? In years past, I've geared up all my friends and we planned our Black Friday shopping game. This year, it's all online. And I'm not the only one. When we return, details on what tomorrow's biggest shopping day of the year is going to look like. We'll be right back.
Dear Wallet, Toyota Black Friday is revving up. Packing the tech, packing the style, packing the safety, and packing the deals. The best part about Toyota Black Friday, you can get it all to go in one sleek package. Yours, Toyota. Get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus $500 APR bonus cash on a new 2021 RAV4. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Your snow adventure awaits at Power Pack in Marshfield and Irvs and Tomahawk. We're ready for snow. Stocked, locked, and loaded with 2 stores of inventory and the best selection of snowmobiles and off-road machines in the area. Activate your adrenaline on your new Polaris snowmobile, side-by-side or ATV. Save up to $1,500 on 2020 models. Plus, check out our snow gear from all the leading brands at both locations. Don't wait. Your adventure starts today at Power Pack in Marshfield and Irvs Sales and Service in Tomahawk. And don't miss our Black Friday sales on snow gear at either location.
Precision Power Sports is the place to go for your UTV, ATV, snowmobile, or motorcycle service and repair. We could even do a complete engine rebuild. Precision Power Sports has been serving the Northwoods for 15 years, and we pride ourselves on doing the job right the first time. Stop by today to get your toys back in action or to schedule maintenance just in time for the season. Precision Power Sports is located in the Quality Collision Center, 1500 Chippewa Drive in Rhinelander. Find us on Facebook or give us a call.
Rhinelander Chrysler Jeep Ram. A great selection and great employees equal the greatest experience. 3620 North Highway 47, Rhinelander, Wisconsin.
Van Oyens Electric, Electronics, and Self-Storage send you best wishes for a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year.
Our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most to the Northwoods. NBC Newswatch 12, from where you live.
For 35 years, Sound World has been the place to go for audio and home theater in central Wisconsin. Providing custom installations on car audio, remote starts, home stereo, speakers, TVs, or whole home theater systems. Whatever your entertainment needs, Sound World can help you out. With over 100 years of combined experience in the industry, the experienced staff provides quality service with expert advice. Stop into Sound World in Wausau today to bring a new level to your entertainment system.
Well, Black Friday is already underway virtually with online sales expected to surge. We've got the surprisingly simple thing you can do to save this big year. Here's NBC's Vicki Young.
A crush of bargain hunters scrambling, a sight all too common on Black Friday, but not this year. Competing for your clicks earlier than ever, stores now offering Black Friday sales all month long during Cyber November and some online-only deals too. Black Friday 2020 will see record online shopping traffic with nearly 70% of shoppers saying the recent surge in COVID cases has prompted them to purchase more from home. A third say they'll complete their holiday shopping online by Black Friday.
A great way to maximize your savings is to install at least one browser extension because they help you save.
Think of it as a free tool on your computer that's constantly searching for coupons and discounts on items you're shopping for. And often you can layer the deals on top of store sales. Some extensions search for coupons, others alert you to cash back on your purchases.
Browser extensions are a great way to compound your savings opportunities as you're shopping.
When you find an extension you want to try, just download it to your computer. Then shop like you normally would. When it's time to check out, the extension will alert you to additional discounts. Make a list of what you want. While you may not have to wait in Black Friday lines, popular gifts can still sell out fast, with millions more poised to point and click this holiday. Vicki Nguyen, NBC News.
Months ago, I re-injured my neck, and I thought, you know what, I need my life back. I made the appointment for the consult, and within probably the first month, I started to feel like myself again.
Our therapies are not only different, they're very effective. They not only relieve pain, but they restore motion, so you can get your life back. Visit painsolver.com or call 844-200-PAIN today.
Need to get out with some space? Cabaret Cove offers a variety of ways to have the fun you desire. Enjoy football parties on the large screen with one of our homemade pizzas or amazing cheese curds. Plan your dinner with Cabaret Cove's specials. Tuesday shrimp nights with a number of choices of how you like your shrimp. Wednesdays and Sundays enjoy roasted chicken with the sides you crave. And of course, Fish Fry Friday. Stop in for a delicious meal, live music, and a drink with great company. Cabaret Cove of Rhinelander.
Hi, I'm Chris Core from Langlade Ford. When I want the forecast for Antigo, I go to WJFW.com for my hometown forecast.
Your hometown weather, available 24/7 at WJFW.com.
Stouffer's lasagna with meat and sauce has 2 times the beef of the leading meat sauce lasagna. That's double the tender ground beef baked into every cheesy, mouth-watering bite. When it comes to irresistible taste, more is always more. Stouffer's.
When you spend your whole life working,
training,
waiting,
for one moment,
and suddenly,
you have to wait for that moment even longer.
You know how you feel?
Like you want it even more.
Next summer, the world comes back together.
For an Olympics unlike any other.
Hi, I'm Maria Seefeld with Miracle-Ear of Marshfield. If you're struggling hearing your favorite news or TV shows, please stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
All right, well, I think we can officially say Thanksgiving's over, holiday season, Black Friday. Do you do a lot of Black Friday shopping, Jeff?
I always shop local, so a couple stores here in downtown. Rhinelander is kind of what I do this year. I'll do it last year as well. So yeah, I do shop local and do some Black Friday sales, but today and tomorrow morning, there could be a couple of slippery spots across areas. Temperatures are back below freezing again. We're currently at 31 in Rhinelander, 30 in Tomahawk. We'll have lows tonight down near 25 to 30, and the clouds are finally going to break up this evening. Already a few holes across central Wisconsin now. Back off to the west, there's even a bigger area of cloud-free skies. That will make it in here tomorrow. We'll call it partly cloudy tomorrow throughout the afternoon. And then looking ahead, there is a 42 with lots of sunshine back in the forecast for Saturday.
All right, well, that's it for your news around the Northwoods at 10 p.m. I will see you all again tomorrow.